And welcome back, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey.
So,
You might be wondering. No, sorry.
you might be wondering if we're here. I have the map pulled out for the audience. Not really much going on, just you guys in different parts of the city. If nothing else, you guys can end the day here if you'd like. If you don't have anything else that you guys would want to specifically do.
Yup.
Can I double check something with you?
Yeah.
What are the Veil Walkers' requirements to be a member again?
You have to complete 3 quests per month, and the membership fee is 100 credits a month.
Which I already paid, right?
Yes.
Cool.
You paid that last for the registration, yeah.
Do we have like a group chat going?
Yeah, I assume so.
Okay. Going to type probably when no one's home, so no one can immediately give her the stink eye. She's gonna say, "Hey, so she's just basically gonna explain that, like, in order to get a lot of her spells back, she had to join a guild, as you all know, and that guild came with requirements for membership. So she makes it clear that she'll be available for whatever the group needs first, but, like, if anyone would like to maybe make some money and help her earn her stay, then, have to complete 3 quests per month."
Zeneca immediately says, "I'm in. As long as there's money, I'm in."
Hell yeah. I like a hustler.
Question, Sang.
Mhm.
With those sorts of guilds, is that like a wizard thing in specific, or like, is there a benefit to being any other class and joining these magical guilds?
It really depends on which guild or which faction that you're going for or representing. So, with, for instance, like the Veil Walkers, they are all about finding, like rogue portals that have been left over,
Ooh.
and that's like their main mission. But obviously, they have recruits and initiates that take on less dangerous, I should say, not lesser, less dangerous quests and things of this nature. And also, like, sometimes you just need some magic to get shit done. So there's always like a need for magical personnel. But yeah, like guilds and factions are not only like wizard specific. The wizard specific stuff would be if you were going to a like only wizard school, which I don't believe there is one in this city.
Okay. Is
Oh, no,
this
there's Sunrise
setting?
Academy. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Oh, you're fine. Is this similar to like Act 1, I guess, where you remember some characters who were not wizards managed to find scrolls, etc.?
Are you asking if a sorcerer can learn spells?
Maybe. I mean, like, not like in vanilla D&D, I know, hell no. Like, that doesn't work. But I'm trying to understand, like, that specific thing for you and your setting. Because I feel like I've
Sorcerers
heard you
cannot
talk
learn
about it,
spells through study, but you specifically need to be able to harness the magic within yourself in order to use the magic without, right? So if you get a tutor, they could assist you in shaping that magic into something that you don't already possess.
And is that provided by those guilds or whatever?
It can be. It's not like a free thing. It's
Oh
still
no, I
tutoring.
know, I don't get
Yeah,
it.
but like, yeah, you could definitely. You could also just like see if there are like freelance stuff, right? It obviously it's gonna be easier in a guild because it's just kind of like, yeah, you're one of us, but
Also feels more professional.
opportunities are boundless.
Good to know. I'll ask Ryia, do you need to be... Like, well no, how would I word this? Let's see.
While you're thinking, I want to ask everyone, is Kara invited into this group chat? Or is it just you four?
I
Yeah,
imagine
put her
that
in.
Kara would be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be okay
Kind of
with
our
that as
handler.
well.
Yeah, we all talk to her, we're all in cahoot.
She sends the emoji that's just like two eyes looking to the side.
It's Toby IRL.
Yeah. I think I'd like to come along. I can't accept any other jobs from my boss, so might as well fill the time while I'm waiting with doing some busy work, I guess.
Now, I will mention one thing since we were just on the topic of like learning spells.
Mhm.
Ryia being the wizard will probably feel the biggest brunt of this. Obviously, Ryia can learn as many spells as they'd like, given the wizard compendium. But that also comes with spell component cost. And if you'll remember, the rule is if the component necessary is in the compendium, such as rope, or has a cost in the material description, then you need the actual item. So, something like Revivify, you'll need a 30,000 credit diamond in order to use.
That's
What about-
expensive.
What about the common items that like your spellcasting focus is supposed to account for?
Yeah, if it's like the fart of a flower or like
Yeah.
the feather of an owl, no, that stuff doesn't matter to me. But if it's like
Cool.
the like snare where it's rope, which the spell consumes, rope has a cost in the compendium, so that would
Right.
be necessary.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
Did you say fart of a flower?
Yeah,
Fart of a flower
the
flower.
fart of a flower.
The fart of a flower.
mixed with the better part of an hour.
The wing of a bee. Yeah, I'm not gonna charge you money for that.
Ugh.
You have your phone is your spellbook and focus at the same time. Like you don't need that.
Cool.
Is there anything important at level 1 that identify?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Oh, yes, I do happen to have the spell. Shell, if you could promptly furnish me with a pearl.
10,000
Suitable for
credit.
spellcasting.
10,000 credit pearl.
Then
please.
it would be a boon for our team, I'm sure you understand.
What do you need it for?
Well, I understand that since magic is natural to you, maybe you might not know the inner workings or like the details. So, this is the way it works.
Oh my
She-
god.
She's not trying to be sneaky or snarky, but like when she gets carried away, she's just used to being the expert in this subject.
I
She's
love
reassuming.
imagining.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Shell, it's a magical component that enables the use of the spell. This particular spell would enable us to learn almost anything about whatever object we pointed at. However, I cannot cast it unless I have the pearl to channel the magic through. The
That's
pearl,
what you
as
need it
far as
for
I know,
now.
the pearl... Say that again, I'm so sorry?
Oh, I was just asking what you needed it for now. Like, basically is assuming that you have something that you need identified, like, right now.
Oh no, there's been a misunderstanding. You hired me, so I'm making you aware of what my talents are, since you very clearly don't know. Are you following?
Interesting. I think I'll pass on the pearl.
Okay, well, if you need the spell, you know where to buy a pearl, I assume.
It's only spitefully refusing the pearl. And get your own, you goddamn bitch.
Sorry. Darwin, are you busy?
So, what I'm currently thinking of is I sent this PI on a task to find my missing boss. And I don't know if when they report back to me, if I have to be near them, because like, what if they find information that's like life risking? I don't know how else to put it.
Life
My brain's not working, but you get the general idea of what I'm trying to say.
So here's just the general of what just happened. Okay, you sent someone out on a job.
Mm-hmm.
All of the risks that come with that on your normal job come with that. It's just that you are now the
person that's receiving like the service.
right.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if
yeah,
they find dangerous, risky information, then they are in a dangerous and risky position. Same as any other job.
They could just message that to me, I think.
Yeah, if it's like, private information that they want to just tell you in private, then they'll say, hey, got info, need to talk to you face to face, right? If it's not, they'll just like send you a text. If you're not in the office, of course.
Yeah. I'm just worried because I'm losing employees. My other employee's not feeling so well right now.
I don't think he's feeling much right now.
He's not feeling anything, but he's just certainly not feeling well. Yeah, I think I would go and assist as well. Do you know what this sort of task entails? What kind of quest are we setting out on?
I'm not entirely sure yet. I figured I would run it by the group before I went and accepted it.
So, just to do a little bit of cleanup real quick, if everyone is going with Ryia, that also means everyone has completed their normal job stuff. So
Yes.
this is the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So Zeneca, let's pay you out for doing a full day's worth of gigs.
Okay.
I need you to roll a straight d20. Great. You got 100 credits today.
Well, shit. Okay. She's gonna repay this debt over so many times.
100 credits is about your average. Or, well, it's actually better than it was before. 100 credits is better than it was from your previous level. So you're doing good. You're doing great. Moving on.
I don't know why, but it just overwrote my my credits. Damn it. I don't know what it was before.
I have
So,
no
like,
idea what it was
500?
before.
Was it like an even 500?
Because you got paid for the.
Oh, sorry,
the
it was
thing.
531 before, so it should be 631.
I helped a little.
No,
Yeah.
it hadn't saved, so
Oh,
it
okay.
still had the original one there. So you said, sorry, that was 100 credits.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Now, because big numbers are flying out, I want to ground us again. This is $100 a day. That's not a small amount of money. You know?
Gotcha.
How much does one of the public transport?
That
Pass
was
cost,
5,000.
That's 5,000. How much does like a non-pass cost? Just like a regular ticket. That's like 25, right?
It was up to
50.
50.
Dang.
But you have an annual pass now.
I do.
I
I
know.
was just trying to get like a sense of that's inflation. Be crazy.
Yeah.
That's 50
Well-
bucks for a bus ticket.
Yeah.
The maglev is like highly efficient and highly. It's like super fast. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
if you were to take something like the bus or the trolley or a Suber, you'd get there at a slower rate, and it would be cheaper.
Except for the Subaru, it's pretty
Oh,
expensive too, right?
I see.
The Suber
Yeah, they have, like,
is
surge
an
prices.
independent thing, so it's gonna depend on like distance more than anything. What you're paying.
And this
You
is
know.
why I choose Samtrack.
No.
I wasn't the one that said it this time, by the way. I just want to make that clear. I've been real good about not saying it.
I've been looking for an opening and I found it. Sorry.
It wasn't me this time.
But yeah, you know, if you were gonna take, you know, the trolley or the bus, like, way cheaper. Trolley is gonna be like a 25 credit monthly pass. That's the cheapest thing that they have. Bus is 5 credits per ride. But again,
Both of those options are like slower than
this
molasses.
city is massive. So like
Yeah.
a bus
True.
ride could be 5 credits, but it might take you all day.
Just a thought, since we're kind of end of day, and the natural thing would be to go to sleep and take a long rest.
Well, we're not there yet. We're going back to Ryia to help her with the guild potentially. But
Okay.
this is the
Oh.
end of your 8 hours.
Okay, I was considering using my lucky on my income roll.
Oh, that wouldn't matter. The only ones that would
Okay.
matter is a 1 or 20.
Okay.
I'd also like to, before we call it, speak to Darwin about that corrupted data.
Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Darwin, do you have a second?
I do have 1 second. What's
Okay, I might need a little bit more than that. I need your help. I'm no good with this kind of stuff. And she'll kind of present to you her old cell phone and spin you the story about her corrupted data. I'm not quite sure what the corrupted data would be, but I think it might be useful or at least nostalgic for me. Do you know how to make it so it isn't corrupt anymore?
I see. Do I know how to do that?
I don't believe you know a program that lets you do that.
Yeah.
So that
all
would
I
require
know,
programming.
I'm just good with technology.
See if you can't figure it out.
Can I try to make like any type of like a technology roll to see if I like understand the issue well enough to be able to like resolve the corrupted data, maybe like retrieve some of the data? Is that the right word? Retrieve? Save?
Yes, except
Recover?
for you, because you're a
Recover.
technomancer, you would
Uh-huh.
be using programming. You'd be making a program for this.
Gotcha. So,
That
I was gonna say,
nerd shit.
because it's not a sentient thing, can I just whisper really nice things to it? Be like, please resolve, recover data.
What?
Nothing. I was
I'm so confused on like what you're
It's-
asking me to
I was
do.
talking about the false. Do you remember how I had false, and it gives me like charisma.
Oh, it
bonus
gives
against-
you advantage on the checks,
hmm
so you would have to try and convince it like through your normal self. It's not the skill itself doesn't incur a check. It gives you a buff on those checks, so
I see.
it becomes a passive ability. So you're still gonna have to RP the convincing if you want to do that.
Just whispering nice things into the cell phone.
I'm not gonna stop you.
You're
but that
top
is
the
what's gonna
line.
happen.
Is that how
Everybody
that
loves
works?
you. I'm actually not quite sure.
No, I'm just messing. You just
Why
talk
could-
to it? That's amazing.
What's wrong with your programming? Is it bad?
It's not bad.
Okay.
It's not bad. Yeah, I can. I'd like to just take a crack at it to see if I can do the thingy thing.
Oh, thank you so much.
So
one breaks
before
your
you
phone.
roll, You do know where you should have the programming button in your action list, I believe.
Yes.
You
I've
do
got
not-
coding.
If you hit a 8 or lower, all of the information is lost forever. This is going to be a tiered check. So, yeah, anything above 9 and above is going to be considered like safe. Capiche?
Capiche.
Okay, go ahead.
Before I take a crack at this, I will tell Ryia that I've never done this type of thing before, and there is a possibility that you will just lose all of the data.
She kind of gives you a sad smile as she says, well, the data was lost to me, I guess even before this, so no harm, no foul, right?
All right, let's take a crack at it then.
Hell yeah.
Responsibility absolved. Let's go, baby.
I feel
Roll
a million
or
times
higher, right?
better.
4 or higher.
What do I have to? Was it 4 or higher?
Programming, yeah, programming. The programming
Okay.
button in your action list.
Coding, right?
Oh,
Program.
yes, that's what that
Oh.
is.
Okay, that's not right.
That's... Okay, how are you trying to
That's-
convince this phone?
That's not right.
I'm just kidding. Let's get rid of this.
Okay.
You're so top of the line, and everybody loves you.
Oh,
Ah.
nice.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now, information is safe. Before I dole out the result, I would like to let you know you do have that lucky dice for today. In addition, you could keep it with this result and see if you can get a different result the next day.
Ooh, okay, I see.
I could keep this result, but see if I can get another result the next day.
Right.
Would I still run the risk of like accidentally deleting all the information?
If you go for saving it, yes. But if you go for another success, then the minimum result is the 21. If that makes sense.
So, like, if he did it tomorrow, if
Yeah.
he rolls and gets like a 2, he could still fall back on the 21.
No, a 2 would
No.
be as long as he passes the threshold of an 8 or higher or 9 or higher, then then that result becomes 21 minimum.
I see.
Okay, so advantage with a catch.
So the
Um,
more advantageous thing to do would just keep this one and then try again tomorrow.
I mean,
It's up to you.
the way that I view this is like a 25 is the highest you could possibly roll. You got pretty darn close. I mean, Ryia would be happy with this current result.
Yeah, I also we also don't know like what this result entails too, right?
Yeah, but once I explain it, like that's
Oh,
the
then
result you get.
that's the result. Okay, it's like locked in. I see. Okay.
A 21's
think-
good though.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I'm willing to stick with it if. Yeah, I'm willing to stick with it. If you are okay with it. Yeah.
Yeah, this. I mean, what you did looks amazing to me.
It's like generally looking like I'm doing positive things on this phone.
Yeah. You're just like you're just like looking at this phone and it's just like tapping on the screen. It looks like nonsense to any person that walks by, even for someone who is like hyper technologically intelligent. This would look like nonsense, and yet the phone is just kind of doing what you want. and you're getting positive results. Immediately, what you can find is like there's lists of old contacts in there that you've been able to clear up. It looks like since you are able to clear up some information, a bunch of like old text messages and things begin to start linking to those contacts again. Those messages begin to actually have like full words, and you can kind of make out conversations. The important thing here is some of the notes that were kept in the phone begin to clear up. Namely, the important one for you right now is your old spell log.
What?
So, your old spell log, which is consistent of 7 spells, Ryia, you understand what I'm alluding to.
I do.
These spells, along with your new phone, can be used so that you learn the spell faster and cheaper, since you have notes to reference now. You basically
yeah.
you still have to like relearn them, but it's like, oh yeah, this is coming back to me. So it's gonna take half the time and half the cost.
Oh, hell yeah. Darwin, this is amazing. This is all my old spell notes. You just saved me so much money.
I am happy to help, and I kind of just like smile as if I knew this was the result that it was going to be the entire time.
Wow. You know, what are there like equivalents to like what do they call those like Apple people who are dedicated for helping, like Apple wizards or something? Geniuses, yeah, the geniuses. It's like, yeah, you're like an
Apple
Apple
wizard?
genius.
I wouldn't say genius, but that comes pretty close.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, that.
I just remembered something. I never told everybody about what I saw.
You sure didn't.
You look like you got something on your mind.
I do. I sure do. I just like kind of go like, hey, like
Darwin, as you begin thinking of this story,
Mhm.
you get a very distracting message that pops up in your eye. It's a text from Kara. Do you open it as you're talking?
I open it. I'm
there's
just
a
curious.
Yeah. It starts with a winky face emoji and then asks, "What should I wear to this party of yours?"
My initial thought was just normal people clothes is okay.
Normal people clothes.
Darwin, I don't think Darwin's so great at this stuff. It's a casual affair. I don't know where that accent came from. It's a casual affair. So I can't stop thinking that just normal people clothes is okay. Oh,
Great.
man.
I'm glad I won't offend anyone with my normal people clothes.
I hope I didn't offend anybody with my normal people clothes.
You would get this in person because she's referencing like, is there like a certain kind of wear that is acceptable during Severance Day for spliced races?
Oh,
That's what she's asking you in like a playful way. There's obviously not. Like, it's just normal.
Not normal.
Just trying to be mindful.
Just
normal
normal
clothes.
people clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she says thanks.
Just any casual wear would be okay. Not a fancy shindig.
Great. Casual, normal people clothes shindig. Got it. You have the floor.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, I kind of just go like, hey, guy. Yeah, that was quite distracting. In fact, I just go like, hey guys, the other day, we dove into Damien's minds,
Last night.
last
The other
night,
day.
the
The
other
other
day.
day.
All the days are starting to blend in together.
Okay. You haven't been the same since we got back.
Yeah, I haven't. And
man.
I saw
Dying.
some things. Damien. I saw Damien, but I was Damien. I don't know if that's important, but I'm totally blanking on what I saw. I saw an orb, the orb,
The same one.
the same, the very same, and I saw the shattered moon, right? As well.
I wonder what that means.
Hmm.
And while I was sort of, I guess, inhabiting Damien's mind, I say with a question mark at the end, he what does he do? He jacks in, and he or I remarked, "You'll see." Or, yeah, you'll all see. And I don't know what it means. But it seems important to let you guys know. I probably should have told you this last night, the other day, when it happened.
No,
Better late than never.
it's fine. You said you saw the shattered moon.
I did.
Do you remember when Nyx first kind of woke up in the cat's body? Some of the things that it said. Okay.
Could you refresh my memory? I do not remember.
Well, aside from repeating everything that we said for a few moments, she said, "I am the moon." And there was an article today that that described a missing, I guess, artifact or object, something that they wanted at this museum that never arrived, and they described it. It was exactly the orb called Tear of the Moon, and I'm going to sound like a conspiracy theorist when I say maybe Nyx needs to go to the moon. I don't know. There's some fucky shit happening.
Can I go to the moon?
Is that something that you need to do?
I do not know.
Do you remember why you said you were the moon?
I do not know.
More shit to think about. Okay.
I do not often think about shit.
In the literal sense, most people don't.
What I'm wondering, though, is how all of this ties into Damien. And the
Evidently,
research.
he had the orb, right?
Yeah, but what was he researching the orb, or was he researching technology to use the orb in some way?
But you said he handled it? Like he was able to hold it and touch it?
Right? I believe so.
Yeah, he was
A
like
little-
picked it up, I believe.
Yeah.
Why was he unaffected then? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Maybe he's not magical.
Maybe.
Okay.
Was the only person that touched the orb so far was you, right?
Yeah, it was me. And then Nyx touched me and took it away. So it was in there. It was still in there for a while.
Yeah, I wonder what would have happened if I touched it, since I'm the furthest thing from a magical being.
I don't know. I guess we'll never find out.
We'll never know. That's something that we don't have to worry about anymore. Perhaps. Mayhaps.
Is that the only thing that you saw when you were in Damien's head?
That? He was drinking coffee.
Okay, alright.
That's it, yeah.
So the
Magical
only thing
orb,
I know.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Had a magical orb while he was sitting down somewhere. And then I saw the visage of a cracked moon.
Is that moon like visible from where we are, like in the sky? Is that like a thing that we can see, or is it like a faraway moon?
I think we have a projected sky on this layer, so we'd have to.
Oh yeah,
look up
layer.
again.
Yeah, so I guess Nyx hasn't been able to see the moon yet.
Not the real one.
Yeah.
You guys have all the information. I haven't needed to say anything. You guys know it.
So
is
maybe
is the cloud top district the top layer, or is there a layer above that?
sky layer, I think, right?
Sky layer's
Sky
top
layer.
layer. That's where those like nice mansion houses were. Right.
Those lovely
I thought that
coke
was the cloud top,
homes.
not the Was
I
that
mean,
the
two
sky,
less.
or was that the cloud top?
Skylayer.
Oh. The sky layer?
Skyline.
I haven't heard of any cloud top.
Why am I
Yeah.
thinking cloud top? It's
No idea.
probably the same thing. Okay. So we need to get Nyx to the sky layer then.
I wouldn't say we need to. I'd say, out of curiosity, maybe we should at some point after we help Ryia with this thing.
Yes,
Makes
yes,
a
yes.
big show of the sigh, and then
I would like to make it clear this is not a pressing issue. If we need to do something else, that's fine. I just have to do 3 missions a month.
don't you still need your magic? Or did you
I-
get everything that you needed?
I got most of what I needed, and thanks to Darwin, getting the rest back shouldn't be too difficult. I'm just saying that connections
Good.
might help us. So, if I want to have these connections, I will need to do these 3 quests a month.
That's not a problem. Let's look into that then, and then maybe make plans to see if Nyx responds to seeing the real moon.
Yeah, I feel that way as well. Since we don't have any real pressing matters at hand, we can
Mhm.
definitely get these quests out of the way, and it's the beginning of the month, so you don't have to worry about it later on.
Yeah. I'm all for focusing on Nyx.
Are you sure?
Yeah. What can I say? I think I've grown a little fond of her.
Very fast learner. No longer a headache, I feel.
I would agree.
So you guys are making your way over to the Veil Walkers Guild Hall?
I think we're going to the elevator.
Yeah, we can do Nyx first. And Guildwalker stuff, or Veil Walker stuff.
Guild Walker.
Guildwalker.
And the
Oh, I was
Walker.
thinking. Oh, I thought we were gonna do the Veil Walker stuff first.
That was
Like
my understanding.
accepting the missions and then, or a mission and then doing the sky layer thing.
I mean,
yeah.
the reason why I wanted to highlight that it was, just 3 missions a month, it's just Ryia just started like yesterday. So or like today. So there's like
Oh yeah.
30 days left to do 3 missions.
Yeah,
like
there's
it's really
like
not
no
a priority.
rush.
Yeah.
But we also don't know what's gonna happen once Nyx sees the moon.
But we also like have no reason to think it's going to be anything other than like a sightseeing trip.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we the players might anticipate that something crazy is going to happen, but like our characters, this could be just like a picnic.
Yeah, for Shell, he's thinking like, I don't know, maybe Nyx will remember something, or more of Nyx will, like, I don't know, like come together, so to speak.
I mean, I don't understand magic whatsoever, so to me, like, I feel like I just have like a bad feeling, or not a bad feeling, but like something just feels off.
You're apprehensive.
Yes, that's a great way to describe it.
Mm.
I would
Alright
say
then.
more careful. Darwin's just being very, very cautious.
I have a smidgen of concern.
You're the mom friend.
So, elevator?
Yeah, well, first I wanna I'm curious, what's Nyx's response, I guess, to all this since she's here? Is it something that she seems curious about or willing to, or is she more reluctant because?
She only chimed in when she was asking if she could go to the room, so.
Oh, okay, then I'm going to read between the lines. Let's just go.
What is it nighttime right now?
Yeah, it would be dinner time.
Okay.
It's early night.
Okay. Yeah, if that's what everybody wants to do, I'll just go along with it.
Okay.
So, you guys are going from here to the sky layer. That's going to be 20 credits to ride the Pillarvator up.
Very well.
20 credits each, please.
What about
Rolling in
next?
the money.
Is Nyx free?
It's like children under a certain age. Nyx is literally
so-
just one.
Wait, sorry, did someone ask something?
Yeah, I asked, is Nyx free?
Yeah, Nyx doesn't cost any.
Nice.
Okay, I just lost alchemy. One sec.
Dang. If only it wasn't in version 0.29 point something.
Hey guys, did you know that alchemy is still in beta?
Version 0.
That's deeply ingrained in my mind now.
Sorry, we're saying that I completely didn't hear you. Are we charging for Nyx?
No.
Okay.
So you guys make it up through the Pillarvator up to the sky layer. And yeah, walking out onto the open open sidewalk here, you can clearly see just as the sun is going down, some of the brightest stars seem to be coming out to shine. It's all a little hazy because you are looking through the dome.
I'll look at Nick's thoughts and opinions.
You seem to be elevated.
Hmm. Hmm. So no reaction. It's a waste of credits. So there's nothing that you don't really feel one way or the other about that, and I'll gesture at the sky. The moon in particular.
Oh, moon's not out. It's sunset.
Oh, it's not out. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Then I guess let's have a beautiful moment where we watch the sunset together.
Yes. Time ticks by. As the moon begins cresting over from the skyline into view, you guys can notice that Nyx doesn't seem to behave that much different, but there is definitely a gentle glow in the eyes. It's like a pale yellow.
Okay.
This is
Does
peaceful.
so okay, so that's a positive reaction. Okay, well, that sort of proves there's some sort of relationship between them, but like, how do we?
Yeah, does it seem like Nyx is like thinking about something or like pondering? And are we able to read Nyx's like expressions at all, or?
I'll allow any check that you guys want to do that makes sense here. So whatever skill check you guys want to make to the,
Yay!
but you have to make it make sense to me. I'm gonna athletics their opinion.
Performance.
Just from their time spent together, maybe insight.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Insight.
Everyone can make one check.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Shell's doing insight. Are we all doing insight?
You can do whatever you want, as long as
Yeah,
it
you can do
makes
whatever
sense.
you
I
want.
think.
And what's the purpose of the check? One more time.
To kind of figure out, I think Nyx's disposition.
Okay.
Like thought process, or if Nyx is like pondering something, or like we're trying to just read the expression.
Yeah.
Can I
It's not necessary. You don't have to do anything.
can I try Arcana based off of our shared magical connection before?
Ooh.
What's my Arcana? Also a +2.
Based on
not
your shared
connection.
magical. What
Not
are you trying to
connection, like-
discern, though?
Moment. Well, if Nyx can use magic and I can use magic, do I sense any like fluctuations of magic around it as it
Great.
observes the moon?
Amazing. Amazing
Goody.
question. Yeah, go and use Arcana.
Cool. I'm
Cool.
gonna roll that check.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Is Zeneca going to make a check?
I don't know. She's still kind of smarting from what happened before, so she's been kind of keeping her distance from Nyx a little bit.
Ryia would have informed you about the conversation that she had with
Mhm.
Nyx. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
she's still hurt by this, and I don't know if she's wanting to get too far involved at the moment, because she basically went broke for this cat. She did everything that she thought was necessary to help it, and she basically got slapped in the face. So I don't know.
It's not really the same entity, though.
It's not. And she's
That's the confusing
still
part, right?
reconciling that
Yeah.
as well, but it doesn't hurt any less.
Right.
Feelings are hard.
Yeah.
I
I'm
will
you know,
be
I think-
ungrateful
right back. I'm so
teenager
sorry.
cat.
You're okay.
You know what, she's she'll do a nature check, or actually no, she'll do a handle. Fuck, either
Animal
nature or
handling?
animal handling, just to. But it's not really animal handling because she's not going anywhere near her. You know, I'm
What,
gonna
what do
leave
you
it.
want
I'm
to
gonna
try
say-
to do?
I don't know if she wants to do anything right now. That's the thing. I can't. Insight made the most sense, but at the same time, she doesn't feel like she knows this being anymore. And as much as she wanted to help before, she's still smarting. Like she's.
So then I guess a different way to phrase this question would be like, what do you want to know from this situation? It doesn't even have to be about Nyx.
Would you allow
Maybe
me to
the-
do a history check? to see if there's any connection to, like, I know we've already discussed. Has she knows the moon goddess, right? She knows of the moon goddess, or did we go
No.
there or not? We
There are
didn't.
only 5 gods here.
Okay. It's
I'm
too
back.
far back, isn't it?
Welcome back.
The moon has no goddess.
Welcome back.
Think.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it because she doesn't know what to check, and yeah, just how she's feeling right now. I don't think she'd try.
Sure. Okay. Shell, based off of the interactions that you've had with Nyx and how they're acting right now, doesn't really seem any different. The only thing you really have to go off of is that they did say that this was a peaceful moment, which is maybe a little unusual. They usually don't talk, but it's something.
Yeah, they don't make idle commentary.
Right. Darwin. I'm assuming you're inciting the same thing. So,
Yes.
you're kind of picking up on the fact that there is the visage of the cracked moon above, and there's also Nyx here who's just kind of staring at it, because that was the point of why you guys came here. And if there is some kind of connection here, and you don't know anything about magic per se, but is it possible that it's being interfered with because there's a dome? Might have to test that theory.
Ooh.
Ryia, there is definitely a fluctuation of magical energy here. Nyx is not specifically like thrumming with newfound energy, but it is concentrating on excuse me, the magical energy that you're feeling that is like new is concentrating on Nyx's back.
So, I'm so sorry. Say that one more time? So I understand it?
Yeah. And just understand that I am saying this in a vague way.
Sure.
You do feel a difference in Nyx's magical energy, and that
Okay.
difference is concentrated on their back.
Okay. Do they have any visible markings on their back?
Mm-hmm. They had wings removed, remember? Scars from that.
Right. See.
So maybe investigate those. Psst.
You want me? Okay.
I
yeah,
don't know
can
who
I-
said that.
Can I examine its back just as it's staring at the moon?
It looks like a cat back.
Okay.
Shell, it looks like a cat back. We're okay.
Yeah.
This is a peaceful moment, though.
Hmm.
Car drives by, there's gunshots. Ah,
Shit.
Don't even flinch. It's normal.
just normal. Yeah.
On the sky layer?
On the sky layer, yeah, I was gonna say this is like the really posh neighborhood, no?
Yeah.
But those like
Still
gunshots,
cyberpunk.
I guess
The
things
guns are gold.
have gone to shit after we blew up those two houses.
It's businessmen
It's
gangs.
still cyberpunk. Like, everything's just kind of fucked.
Very true. Does Darwin share with?
Yes. Yes. So I kind of notice that I guess Nyx is staring like really wistfully at the sky
Mhm.
and made sort of like it's like a surprisingly emotional comment, I would feel,
Mhm.
for like a not quite an AI cat, but just like because this cat doesn't really comment and talk a lot. It's a very surprising thing, and I kind of I guess I say like something along the lines of it is a beautiful sight, but it's maybe one day we can take you to see the sky. Lost that word. Untethered, unbound, the naked sky.
Naked sky.
Yeah, the sky without
Clothes.
this dome. Yeah,
Clothes.
clothes.
Sorry.
Without normal dome clothes.
Risk sky.
Sky.
The
Hey.
Hey.
sky without normal dome clothes.
Mm.
But just the regular sky.
Nyx makes no
And my-
comment.
And then I kind of, I guess I also speak towards, like, I feel like we might elicit a stronger response if Nyx saw the moon without the dome. Dome untethered.
It's
Regular
Naked
sky.
sky.
The naked sky.
Is it easy to like get in and out of the city if you live here?
It's a relative word. The maglevs don't go to all the way to the edge of the actual dome because the city border doesn't actually make it there. So you'd have to either hoof it from the city's edge or find a drifter to take you by car.
All an Uber. Suber, sorry.
The Subers are probably using lift tech and they're not going to work.
I see. Okay.
So you're
Alright.
going to have to find a gas car.
How is there no like sort of a maintenance thing that goes to the top of this dome? Like what happens if this dome like cracks at the top? How do they fix it?
There is always constant maintenance happening on the dome. Like if you were looking at it from the outside in, there's at minimum like 100 people just always doing maintenance on this thing from the outside. They get up there through like shuttles and stuff that take them up, because there's no like actual this dome is also levitating above the entire city.
Oh,
So they have shuttles that like take them up, and then they have clearance to go through the
oh, I see. You have to be like a city worker sort of thing.
well.
Can like
You gotta be a vector
normal.
tech worker to work on the dome.
What you said? A vector tech?
Yeah, vector tech is responsible for lift tech and lift research. Vector tech is also responsible for the reason why maglevs are so successful. It's also just magnet and lifting technology.
But how do
Would
they
it
work?
Would it be considered like illegal for us to go take the same route?
Yeah, because you'd have to commandeer a shuttle.
How far is it from the last point where a maglev can travel, I guess, to the exit of the city? The dome.
It's hard to say. Probably like 25 miles.
Okay, then we definitely need a vehicle. Maybe we can Does anybody know anybody out there? Does anybody know anybody that knows anybody that lives out there?
Can't say I do.
I also do not know anybody.
When I was younger, my brother and I kind of lived on the streets, but even that's a far cry from actually making it out there.
Yeah, that's entirely different than outside the dome, Ryia.
Well, you know, I might know
Thank
someone.
you for oversharing.
You don't know.
Just trauma dumps real quick. I'm sorry.
Old contacts could come in handy, though.
It's very true, very true. If you think you know somebody who could know somebody, then let's hear it. I don't think we're gonna be able to get out there very easily without some kind of transportation.
I wonder if I would know somebody.
Especially not in heels.
So, what do you guys want to do at this moment? We going back down? Or we staying up in the sky layer?
I mean, might as well go back down.
What is the dome comprised of?
As in, what is the composition of it, like physically?
Yeah, like is it physical or is it like?
Oh, like a
Yeah.
like a
Yeah. Think of it like like. I've used this term, but I don't think I've ever explained it. There's a compound called plasteel, which is extremely hard when it needs to be and extremely malleable when it needs to be. It is the sci-fi version of plastic and steel fused together in a way that breaks actual science but exists.
Okay.
Think of like a honeycomb structure of that.
yeah.
Okay. That answers my question. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, my idea wouldn't work based on that, so never mind.
Oh, would there, cause like, okay, so, you know how if you live in a town by the ocean, and there's like a little island real there, like real close by, and there's usually a little bridge, how there can be like shuttle buses that can take you out to the island. I'm trying to be as vague as possible, but fuck it. Tybee Island, next to Savannah, Georgia, has like this bus like system specifically for getting tourists and stuff out to the island. Would there be any kind of like special transit for people trying to get like from some station maybe in like at the edge of the city within the dome to maybe a small station of some sort outside of the dome?
Yes. But the
Awesome.
station itself is only for the affluent, because the affluent are the only ones who can afford plane tickets. So there's a bus that takes rich people to the airport that is outside of the dome, which is how travel between like large cities and states happen. Almost like I would say 90% of this is like dignitaries and ambassadors and people like that use that.
Okay. So probably not the bus. Like, you mean the planes or the buses or both?
There's a bus that goes outside to the airport.
Okay. And the bus is only used by those dignitaries and such?
Basically. That specific one that goes there is, yeah, it's basically for them.
Is there one that just has like a Greyhound ass?
Not that goes out there. Which is why
there
I
any-
mentioned you'd have to find like a drifter. Someone who owns like a car with wheels and uses like gas fuel.
Alright, well, that is all I can think of. This might be up to people who have connections, I guess, that aren't rich?
Does the dome extend out to the flying pier up in the top right corner of the map?
Yes.
It does? Okay. Because this maglev track goes pretty far over to beachside. It gets us pretty far.
Yeah, that
So,
other
the
spider
edge.
web looking like thing is the Aquatic Avenue, which is a bunch of tubes that go underwater. And there is not part of the maglev.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, the maglev gets us pretty close to the edge. But we'd still need to, like, travel,
Far.
guessing pretty far out, yeah. It gets us at
Yeah.
least to the edge of the city.
So, is that what you guys are doing for the rest of this day? You're making plans to leave the city.
By the time we get out far enough, will it still be nighttime? Because you said it takes like a long time to get out to where we need to be, like outside of the dome, right?
It's gonna depend on how you get outside of the dome, because speed and time actually exist in this world.
I mean, we could maglev as far as we could go, and then if one of you guys has somebody, we use that somebody. Come in, yoink us, take us out, and drop us back off.
I mean, like, would I know anybody through my like line of work that would have
No.
gas car?
No.
We're at the shot. The shots.
Gas
I
cars.
don't know.
Go
Like
ahead.
based on history, I don't know if she would either. But
You probably have the best shot. Gas cars are most often found near the bordering of the city because it's closest to the actual edge. So that would be the place where most drifters congregate, no matter the district. As long as you're pretty close to the border of the city, you're probably bound to find some kind of drifter or whatnot.
could I roll for it to see if I know anyone?
Like, personally know someone?
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know what kind of check that would be. Make me a persuasion check. The DC is gonna be 20.
You do have your luck point.
It's all coming down to this in the last 10 minutes. Everyone
yeah,
used their
if-
lucky. Go ahead.
If you'll let me do it.
It's yours.
And that was perception as well, so it was wrong. So I need to
That
re-roll it
is-
to begin with.
That's true. That is true.
You.
Well, that was worse.
And now luck.
Yeah.
Not funny.
Hey, let's go.
Hell yeah.
I might know someone.
You you know the shit out of someone.
I hear someone seething.
I have to try and figure out how I'm gonna name an NPC to you right now in 3 seconds. I'm just gonna say, yeah, you know someone. You know someone in this moment.
Is his name Reggie or Grizz?
No. Although that would have been funny.
Like Carl or some shit.
The
Travel.
contact that you know is gonna be is someone you know through Korik.
Okay. So yeah, I know someone he knows my brother. Is this person a corpo person or just a normal person?
Somebody met through a hobby.
Okay. Like my brother could afford a car hobby.
He makes decent money.
In any case, yeah, I can make a call. See if my brother can set up a meeting.
Perfect. I guess while you do that, or while we wait, we can... Ryia, I guess, can finish with those spells.
What?
You didn't relearn all of your spells, right?
No, I didn't.
Okay. I'm doubting that we'll get the favor straight away, so I anticipate having time to kill, is what I mean. So, if we do, like...
I mean, I think she already mentioned she probably wasn't going to take any charity, so if that's the case, the best thing we can do is look for paying work. Which might be the Veil Walker stuff. I don't know if they pay.
Who knows? You know, it would make sense for them to, because, like, that, like, having you pay and do labor for them for a library card is much.
I gotta pay rent somehow.
It's true.
So does everyone else.
Yeah. The question is that do you want to take a visit to the Veil Walkers Guild? That's the question. Otherwise, it sounds like you guys are done for the day.
Yeah, aside for, I think, Zeneca reaching out, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a text, right?
Yeah.
While people are doing this other stuff, can I quickly check in on my employee?
No.
And
one?
The one that I sent, the PI I sent to investigate my boss, my former boss. Just like a wellness check, I guess, to make sure that they're still doing okay. Phrased in a way that's like not really like I'm rushing them, just making sure that everything's going okay. And then the second thing that I wanted to do was look up the article, because I remember Shell told us about the museum thing, right?
Mm-hmm. I did,
And
yeah.
so I want to try to look up any information about, I guess, like any articles written about what happened at the museum and the heist and all that stuff. Looking for information specifically on like what they wrote about the artifact that was stolen, to try to glean anything like, oh, what is it, or what it's capable of, or like
Where
just
did
any
it
sort of yeah, like any sort of like that kind of information, I guess.
It's a lot of stuff that you okay. First off,
the first one is checking in on my employee, and the
you
second
send a
one is
text
just
to your
looking up.
employee. You get a read receipt back that says that they saw the message, but they don't reply. I need you to do a technology roll or an investigation check. It's basically everything that Shell already told you about. They just tell you like the name of the thing and show you a picture of it. They don't go into detail about what it does, which actually would be very bad information to publicly put on TV.
Yeah.
You know, if you think about it a little bit.
Does it say like where they sourced it from, like
Nope.
where they're transporting it from, and then
Nope.
to like
All they did was put the information out there that, hey, this was stolen. It was supposed to come to the museum. If If you know anything, call this number.
See. Thanks for nothing, Norkagan Media.
Well, you know, when it's all controlled by one mega corporation, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's true. It was a far cry. It was like a long shot to see if they would publish any information about it. But I figured I'd at least try to see if there's
Yeah,
anything.
you could have not 20'd.
Yeah. I rolled 16 like 3
You
times
are
today.
Absolutely
Dude.
sure that there is nothing on the net that you scour 100% of the net somehow.
That's still the same information. Yeah, those are the only 2 things that I really wanted to get done before the end of my day.
Okay.
I'm feeling a little bit sketched out that my employee just read it and didn't respond back to me.
It's after hours.
Oh, true. Respond to your boss. I'm just kidding. That's true. It is after hours.
Let
Are
that
you?
ease you.
Will, are you gonna say the same thing? Or are you really gonna say that?
No.
Would you,
No, that was,
would
that
you
was
respond
just
to
a
your
joke.
boss if it was after hours and they sent you an email through your work email?
I would just give a thumbs up and not actually respond.
Oh man. All right. It sounds like the day is done. So, you guys go back to Shell's penthouse suite, I suppose. Please deduct
Yeah.
another 20 credits each for taking the Pillar Vaders back down.
Very well.
And you guys have completed one more day. We are moving at a snail's pace, folks. This is the game. This is the game.
We're savoring.
Savoring. That's a word.
I have a quick question about what's Damien's condition right now?
Soup.
Maybe not super soup, but a little soupy.
Super
Did you guys
Jason.
put him in a
Soup in a
trash
bathtub.
bag?
No, soup in a bathtub. We never took him out of
It's
the
still in
bathtub.
the
Bathtub.
bathtub, right?
Yeah.
Would that?
It's melted ice and goo.
Yes.
Does it smell? Is that
Yes.
something we should probably clean up? Yeah.
Probably
there's a
now
lot
that
of
it
rooms.
melted.
There's plenty of rooms.
Just put it in a room and just close the door. Now it's a later us problem.
That's the tub room. We don't go there.
That tub room. That used to be a person.
All right. Well, that is it for today, folks. Thanks for joining in.
No.
I don't know what the fuck you guys are gonna do the next day,
No.
We're on a road trip.
but things are happening.
There's plenty of things to do. We could do the veil walkers.
Alright.
I can investigate my boss. That's another
Yeah.
avenue of
Another
interest.
thing you guys just completely forgot about was like the emails that you guys.
I thought we
got.
looked through
Oh.
those.
We started, but there were a lot of them.
Yeah, there's just like so much of them. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Maybe we'll get more cat drama. Maybe we'll get more of the Kara ship, or maybe not. Maybe Darwin will reject her, and then
And
she'll
keep
just move on to
romancing
someone
the
else.
Whisper sweet nothings to the telephono.
Yeah, we'll
Instead
see.
of romancing the stone, it's romancing the phone.
I love it.
But we'll find all of that next time on Stargazers. I said the thing.
You said the thing.
Hey. See you next time, everybody. Bye bye.
Toodaloo.
Bye, everybody.